Because you have to be a man to have courage.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
No,
Tina,
it's
we
just
live
a
yet?
phrase.
Tina, Ian hit Eric in the balls with a disc yesterday.
This he did.
And
Yes, he
that
did.
is our opening chat.
No.
We were live yet.
We literally were right before you said, "Are we live yet?" I hit it.
We were playing Roy G, and they were back. I saw their disc, so I didn't think they were throwing. I was like, "Oh, this is their good drive. We're good." And I was looking for my disc, trying to find it, and then they're like, 444, like kicks off a tree, beelines. It was like terrible tree reaction, beelines, and I like do one of those like, and it still caught me right in just the right ball, and it was not great. It's fine.
Just the right.
I was worried for a second, but because it's just like one of those like quick jolts, and I was just like, I'm fine. So let me breathe through it, and it was fine. I didn't cry or anything.
Mostly for Tina's ears. I didn't mean for it to be for the world.
No.
No one's here, so it works out fine.
Yeah. Neither.
Yeah, I gotta wear a couple.
Erica, give me a smile. Oh my god, that's cute. Other than it being dusty in here. Alright. We are live. Take it away, Ern.
Take it away, Ern.
Should I text Spicy? I wonder if he watches our morning coffees. You know, I'm working on getting a voiceover person for our commercial.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Jesse will do it, but I don't know. And he's like, why not Spicy? Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. I am currently sharing this to my platforms. If y'all want to
Same.
do the same thing, that'd be great.
But our homies
Change our
aren't.
platforms.
Oh yeah.
Quick.
Platform heals.
Quick, our platform.
Coffee.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds and then we can get the show rolling.
Cool.
Wait, how do I share it to my platform?
Yeah, how do we
Go to the YouTube, get the share link, or you can just share what I shared.
Eric's.
Have you noticed,
Okay.
have you noticed this, Tina?
So your face is
What?
skinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. It's so
That's
cool.
that's what Maria and Cynthia Oliva said. And then
Cynthia Oliva.
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah.
get married? Erica.
No, Maria's mom.
Oh.
Cynthia.
I thought. I gotcha. Okay.
No,
Her name's not Maria's mom.
No, and then Cynthia asked me about the intermittent fasting app that I had.
Uh-huh.
So, and yeah, I shared it with her. So hopefully she's getting after it. All right, we got Buddha. What up? Finish that video. Also, Buddha, just real quick, work talk. Everybody else, hold on. Dan, did it look like any files or shots were missing before I delete the photos from my phone because we're filming today? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buddha, come on, man. I
Wow.
can put you on the clock. I should do better than that, Buddha.
All right. Okay, we're here. Good morning. Sorry for the slow start here. Trying to coordinate a whole bunch of things, but we have in the darkness Erika and James joining us.
I actually have the disc the darkness now.
Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness.
He's in there. It's cut off by this.
All right, we got Dale, Dominic, Dan, lots of D's. We got Alan. Way to mix it up.
Maybe.
Parpek.
Hello.
Parpeke.
everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so Eric and Erika and James are coming at you from
You know?
Houston. That's a city in Texas
Yep.
on the south border
Yep.
by the ocean.
The Gulf.
Gulf.
Ooh, we going to
Oh.
the beach?
Are you gonna go to the beach? That's a
This
great
is
question.
a beach that you don't want to go to, dude.
You haven't heard about the Houston Beach?
No.
Destination
The
for
Houston
ages.
beaches are the ones that have been destroyed by many hurricanes,
Yeah.
and they're just like where most of the Gulf bad.
Tina, Tina, can I tell you something funny?
Yes.
You know how Twisted
You gotta
Fates
come to
has been in
Pensacola,
Tyler
dude.
for
It's
a
amazing.
few years now?
Yeah.
I didn't even look at where this tournament was. I just got a campground in Tyler. And then, like, a couple of days ago, someone was like, you going to Houston? I was like, why would I go to Houston? Or at least someone said something.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious, actually.
Usually a little bit more detail oriented.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise. That's a very Erika thing. Like, that is one of the most Erika things I've heard in a long time. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so have you played the course already?
No, we're playing triples with a partner that we're not going to tell you because it'll be a secret.
Oh, it's...
Oh.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, no, it's not like it's that big of a deal. Just shut up.
Yeah, there's Bobby. And also, Eric, very nice hair this morning. Thank you for putting in some effort for us. We really appreciate that. Do you need to schedule a haircut when you're home next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to keep the flow, but I think it needs to be like tamed. Yeah, and because I want to look like Paul Rudd from Hot Ones. That Paul Rudd. It looks good.
Your face doesn't look like Paul Rudd's face.
Shut up, Tina. I'm hot.
I didn't say you weren't hot. That's not the words I said at all. Shut up, Tina. I'm hot.
I can't.
Oh, that's some hair. That's like Bradley Cooper hair.
Right?
That's like Bradley Cooper
It's
hangover
like,
hair.
yeah, it's clean. It's clean. It looks good.
I
think
tried
pulled
to
up.
do that too, and then it got too.
I hope you're doing good, Dale. It's not morning for you, silly.
How do I not?
It's like mid-late day for you, isn't it? In it?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna just take this and be like, just do it.
Make this.
Cut me like your French ladies.
Make me Paul Rudd, please. Okay. It got worse somehow, Eric. Your hair got worse since you sat down.
Taller.
Worse.
Said.
Worser.
Worsier.
Okay, so you guys want to talk about Houston at all, or since you just got there, there's nothing
Look
to
at this.
share?
Well, they have two separate Okay.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. It was in there.
They have two separate courses. So, like, FPO's over here. It's still almost 8,000 feet. And then, basically, the MPO have their own.
So helpful.
I'm curious. Like, I'm hoping it's going to be good. Because,
You haven't played it yet, Erika?
no, we're going to play it later.
We all played.
Y'all played
Roy
Roy G yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had ourselves a good.
Tensum.
Yeah.
A tensum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it like a 6-hour round?
And I am.
It's like 4.
It was a full 4. But Roy is like not always going to be the fastest round. But like if you were playing in a 3 or 4 pack, it's probably 3 hours, like solid.
Yeah.
And that's if you're throwing extra shots. It's like, but in a 10-sum, it's like we were also throwing some extra shots.
We let a bunch of people play through it.
Yeah. It was
fun.
it was a good time. We ended up playing like triples.
We did on the last one.
Nice.
Did you?
Oh.
I didn't know where they were at.
Did you?
You mean one?
That's
We won on hole 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were tied going into.
Yeah, we were shredding. And I don't think any team bogeyed. Everybody
Ian and I were on definitely the team that was struggling.
it was with you,
But especially
Ella,
with Ella, and then Ella left,
Greg Diaz.
So then
yeah.
Greg came. But we did not bogey. We had like 2 amazing.
No, you guys
Saves.
jammed some putts.
Really,
Everybody did good things yesterday at certain points. It was awesome.
It was ridiculous.
It was me, Raven, and Chandler, and it was James with 2 Pro Tour guys, Tom and Owen.
We should have split up me, you, and Chan, and then random draw.
Yeah.
So,
Next time we'll do that.
was this a completely casual round just for funsies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chandler did a Mental Health Monday on it, so go follow Chandler Fry. He's got a lot of clips and fun stuff from the round yesterday.
How often would you say you play a non-tournament course for fun while you're on tour?
Let me tell a quick story. Okay, so at Las Vegas, Ian and I wanted to go play sunset. We had never played. We showed up at like, I don't know, 9:30 or 10. And guess who's there warming up to start playing? These two and Chandler. And we were like, oh, what? Crazy. And so we played together. And then same thing, Ian and I went to Roy G. And then we showed up and like, they're there. And Ella and Chandler and Pro Tour people were like, what's happening? And like, we just didn't have enough signal. Chandler and I both messaged each other, but like, didn't
go
know.
through.
And we just like, both times happened to be there at the exact
same
right
time.
moment. So
Like, we saw you guys pulling it. I was like, I guess
Did they know?
they're maybe just leaving the no,
Yeah.
and then bam, right into the parking lot all at the same time.
That is amazing.
Play at least one new course every place.
The best non-podcast podcast. I love that. Thank you.
So
That's how good the course is that you're playing the
That's
tournament on,
100%.
and how good the course is in the area.
I think there was, to put it lightly and to keep it somewhat civil, the Austin course, at least for the men, I heard it felt a little better on the FPO side for somewhat of
Bigger
what people
arms.
said. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of a big arms course for the FPO, but for the men, the course didn't play great, and I don't think that it was the best course that they could put out on the property and also for a brand new Elite Series. Knowing that Roy G was in the area like sucked, but Roy G has a lot of stuff going on at that park currently with a lot of construction
They're redesigning part of the
and they're redesigning part of the course, so it makes sense to why we weren't at Roy G this year, but it's at that point of like, please find a way to make it happen
Yes.
because it's too good of a spot, and that's kind of why we went
Yeah.
there.
And that's
We
like-
all know how good it is.
That's what Austin golf is.
Yeah.
too. It's
Yeah.
that, like, see, and you got some trees and some fairways. Like being at a golf course, it's just a golf course. Like
We can get
I mean, you kind of feel like that most places, except maybe like Emporia is a good example. Like it's totally fine as on a golf course. Like yeah, there's some woods there, but you're not
We're
like,
doing
oh, Kansas equals this. You know, like I guess it might be better if it was in the woods just
Easy.
because of the wind, but like yeah, if you're playing in Colorado or something, and you're
You end up
not
on a
in
golf
a and you're on a
course.
golf course, you're like, what am I doing here? So
Totally.
it kind of matters where you are, but. You know, as we've said, I think last week too, just that, you know, you're there to play what you're presented with, and you kind of just got to work with that. And give feedback. That's really all you can do. Are those Eric's kids? Yes.
next year, and, like they know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, there's a lot that'll be. I talked with Jeff Spring. I feel heard. So a lot of the comments and concerns. Thank you.
Braid it. Dominic wanted to asked if there's a mold that all three of you throw or that you bag.
I don't know.
There's a mold that all three from what
Centurion?
Centurion.
Yep.
Centurion.
Okay.
Dynasty.
Yep.
Dynasty.
Okay.
What do we got a clash one? Mint?
No.
Popcorn?
Nice.
Soon.
Spice.
Soon.
Popcorn?
It's the new one.
Popcorn? You're throwing
No,
he's throwing a Praxis over the popcorn.
I try
Berry?
to decide between them.
Have you thrown the berry
I
once?
have thrown it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna.
I threw probably
Right.
one of my best berry shots ever yesterday.
Yeah, that was
like
amazing.
hyzer flip turnover, that was so sick.
I mean, very like a straight to stable for me, which is also what like the ethos
Mm-hmm.
So like,
That's
there's
what
a
I
lot of
throw.
overlap. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to work spice into everybody's bag because, yeah, why not? Okay, couple thoughts. I've had this idea of going to a thrift store and I have an idea. Of going to a thrift store, but like going and pulling a Spice Girls album, and then going to thrift stores and finding a way to like get outfits that look the same. Two thoughts of like take different Clash members and we all dress up as a different Spice Girl,
Right.
or it's just me dressed up as all of the different ones and then we Photoshop it to look really good. So I really want that to happen at some point. I just have to like find the time to
There's a
commit
lot of
to it.
planning. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of planning, and then it's like this is a purchases I'm making that are like clothes that I'm gonna have to immediately probably
You know what you
donate
could do,
back.
though?
So
You could try to like create paper sleeves to sell discs in like a record sleeve.
Oh, that's a cool idea. Bobby!
Erika, that's huge brain. So we also what else are we gonna talk about?
Bobby wants
Right.
to say hi.
Oh, Emperor? You get the Emperor in your bag?
Yeah, I do know it.
Sick. Emperors, we're there.
What about a thought space one though?
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
So lots of discs. You have
Mantra?
4 or 5?
Mantra. Nice. Yeah, more than we thought.
If you just joined, they're talking about the disc that all 3 of them throw.
Yeah, that's how I lost weight. Cocaine.
Oh!
I'm just kidding.
Goodness.
Chaser said like a cocaine bender.
I was chatting with Brian from the USDGC yesterday, and he's like, "You need to feed him." There's like none of him left. I was like, "That's all his hard work. He eats plenty."
And the thing was, is he saw me at Vegas when it was kind of cold.
Yeah.
And he gave me a hug, and he was like, "Dude, why is there less of you?"
Yeah, even Eric's butt is diminished. It's so sad.
So you're bummed. Huh?
I'm losing my ass.
I'm a little sad about his butt leaving.
Did you get it?
Yeah, just do. Do you have squats in your routine?
Yes. I do squats. I do glute bridges every time. Like
Eric,
every time I work.
You know your Spice commercial?
What's up?
You know your Spice commercial?
Yeah.
More squats.
More
More squats. Oh, that's funny.
Dang it. Yeah. Austin was good though. We let's hype up James. Taking down the podium.
Who are you saying?
What?
Jomez?
James.
Oh, Jomez took down the podium. Like, what are you saying? Yeah, can we get some fish in the chat for James? He killed it this weekend. So cool.
Hola, James.
Olin was.
Dude, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Olin. They have not played the Houston course yet. They went and played Roy G in Austin yesterday, so they just got in last night. So they don't know yet how they feel about it.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah,
Optimistic.
It
Wow,
looks
the caddy book looks good.
decent. Probably another golf course style place, but yeah, looks fun. We will have some fun. Yeah, but watching James, he had 2 bogeys on the weekend. Is that what you said?
Yeah, both around 2.
That's it.
2 bogeys on the weekend.
Whoa.
James,
Whoa, I can't even fathom what that feels like.
James led the field in Circle 2 in green and regulation. He was first in that, but didn't make that many Circle 2 putts. But
He made some yesterday.
the concept is that he's giving himself a ton of opportunities to score, and he's like, all right, cool. It's like this is the building block where it feels decent, and he's getting 3rd place. So it's like, oh, when it feels good, we're gonna see James on top, which is sick. Also, to hype him up a little more, and then we'll let him talk. He threw to give him a chance to put pressure on the leaders and everything. On 18, he was a little pinched off right. He went Halo Centurion, which is going to be his signature disc, so everybody should go buy one because they're sick. And he throws this like turnover shot out over the OB and slides it up to 2 feet. But it was like the moment was out of his hand. You knew he knew, and like it was only going one place, and that was to the pin. It was impressive.
That was a sweet shot.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone, it was funny because I was deciding between backhand and forehand, and I was talking with Chandler, who was on the bag, and we were going back and forth, and I was thinking forehand, but then at the last second, I was like, no, you're backhand, like trust your backhand. And after I threw it, like you were like, I'm glad you went backhand. Adam Hammis is next to me. I'm glad you went backhand.
I was a touch more right in round 2, and I went hyzer sidearm to get around there, and it was like full power ripped hyzer sidearm to get to a similar spot, and I was like, I didn't love that shot because like I know I've watched you throw in the backhand as well in practice, so that's why I was like, dude, just.
I was thinking sidearm because I was.
It's gonna be safe.
It was gonna be safe, but it was gonna be Circle 2, and I didn't want to make a Circle 2 putt. So I was like, if I go backhand, I could probably park it.
Yeah.
How did it go?
It was, and it's a bummer because there was no coverage, nobody coming up and catching any of what was going on. So it sucks that happened, but from what I understand. understand the Pro Tour's gonna look to be better about that in the future. But it's just like we all got to see it. We all got to hype it up, and yeah, James is killing it.
It's tough too. I mean, 2 weekends in a row, chase card victories, so they're like trying to capture all that thing.
Yeah.
Were you on third card?
It's on the
Fourth card. Yeah,
I
they
was-
talked about it on coverage because that would be like.
I was on
Yeah.
fourth card,
But it's
and I
just-
was only 4 off the lead.
Yeah. I think the Pro Tour does a pretty
Yeah.
good job of like showing most stuff with a pretty limited number of cameras.
Sure,
You know?
sure. And this the one thing that we mentioned to him was just like having somebody on the ground, even getting cell phone footage, and even a cell phone interview is like anybody on the staff could be doing that. And I think that was just like the one part that felt like it's like, yeah, I could have filmed some stuff, but I was in the moment of like just being there, not trying to I'm gonna video everything
Yeah.
James is doing. It's like no, I was just like I'm there to
Yeah.
As
be
you
loud.
should be. As you should be. You shouldn't be worried about being the media guy.
Yes.
That's not.
So and that's the feedback we gave. So I mean, you know, they're bummed that I don't think that they're stoked that the media didn't happen for you as well. They're just like, how do we keep that from happening again? Because like, what if the same thing like size round, bogey free, she
Yeah.
climbs up a bunch of spots. It would have been
Well,
great to have some shots of her playing well
Yeah.
to get
Sure.
because like
They
she had the
have- they have,
only
like-
bogey free round of
They
any
basically-
female
what
in the
I
field.
understand is they have one camera that's like third card or someone who's doing well.
Yeah.
And so like there's only
Yeah.
so many options that they have, you know.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they'll get more out there, and as things get better, we'll
Yeah.
be able to tell more stories. It's
It
like
keeps getting better.
I think that that's the part of the growth that we're like hitting. It's like there's so much room for every entity and every aspect of the tour to grow. Like there was like the course development, the media coverage, tee pads, baskets, signage. Because like I know Yuli went roller on 7 when I played with him, and there was those Lone Star borders along the right side that are like kind of in the rough, but they're sticking out enough. He laid down a roller that was cutting out this way, smack, and he was like, "That's exactly how I wanted that to look. Like I think that was gonna be parked." And it's like,
Yeah.
It's
why
hard
was
to
that in the
anticipate
way?
every time
Yeah,
it's
it was like,
shot.
and he barely caught it too, but it still sucked that his shot got completely wrecked by a course asset. You know that it was in the field of play. So
But it's
things we're learning.
It's easy to complain and think about how things could be better, but like 5 years ago, we didn't have like any of what's happening now. So
Perspective
like,
is real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Erika.
Well put. Well put.
Yeah.
Oh, this message is good. I
Oops,
talked to
I forgot
Thomas.
I was muted. I said, yeah, Erika.
Hi, Tina.
Aaron Thomas talked to Aaron about the idea of us all having each other's jerseys
Yeah.
on the
that'd be
team.
cool.
It'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
I have a couple questions to read to you guys. Is that cool?
Read them.
Will
Read 'em.
any of you be at Masters Cup this year? James?
I will.
I don't think I am.
I am not.
You have to rip it back from Arkansas.
It's Arkansas
Oh,
and it's the
yeah,
next
I'm
weekend.
not.
Yeah, James is gonna
Mhm.
fly Kansas City. Is that what we said? He's gonna fly Kansas City back. He's gonna play it. I'm gonna slow roll to California. Pocawocha is on the following Monday, so there's a really good chance that I try and make it out to that area by then
What do you
to
say?
go and compete in that, which will be sweet. Pocawocha,
What is that?
Polecat World Championships.
Oh,
Pocawocha.
He said it so confidently, but I was like, that's not a.
I thought maybe it was a city or something. I don't know.
No, yeah. So that's what they call it, and it's Pocawocha.
Is that Golden
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
I should play it now.
Yeah, I know.
Cool.
So I'll probably look to get out there. I'm probably swing by Colorado and maybe Tahoe on my way out. Slow roll all the way out there. I doubt I'll come catch any Masters Cup, even though I wouldn't mind seeing Logs and the crew. Oh, I love Santa Cruz so much. Ugh, so good. Those breakfast burritos, Tina.
Yep, I get you.
I need those breakfast burritos, Tina.
All right, Olin
Zero.
says he's getting his charity stream package tomorrow.
Awesome. Let's go.
In theory, you know how that works. Do you guys want to talk about the grenaded cameraman? Did it get handled well?
Yeah.
Was there medical staff there?
Yes, they did. He ended up having staples. I think he's okay.
They're getting Seth Muncie one of those electric scooters so he could get places quicker.
Yeah.
It took him a while to get over there, but they had a bunch of officials. I mean,
You were there. You were like right near
I
there.
was 40 feet from him because I was putting on the next hole.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone, they had a bunch of officials and everyone ran up and was taking care of him within 30 seconds. So
Was there blood?
For like 30 minutes.
they stopped playing for like a half hour just to make sure he was okay. They brought the golf cart out to, get him back to Tourney Central. Eagle was pretty shooken up by
Yeah, for sure.
obviously. But yeah, I think they handled it as well as they could have. I think the only complaint that I heard was from Seth that he needs, especially on golf courses when he's a mile from where something may take place, that he needs better transportation. So they're going to
Yeah.
get him one of those electric scooters that everyone rips around on.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was the only kind of complaint I heard. But yeah, they handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
Jamie says helmets for catch cam from now on.
There was a spotter that had a
He
hard
did have
hat
a hard hat on 10.
on the final
I
day.
mean,
which
it's
was like-
really not the worst idea, especially on courses that have all these like blind holes and lots of trees.
And here's the thing with that course is that there are a lot of shots where throwing a blind over the top shot
Yeah.
is probably the play.
Right, exactly.
And
Comes back to course design. If that's the play, like.
I parred 17 twice, jump putting off the tee and going big hyzer over.
so that's
That's crazy.
that's that level of like, okay,
Is this what we should
and
be doing?
it's kind of it's a Texas thing as well, because like I know Veterans Park Open, that's where like everybody learned about grenades. Like, oh, everybody throws grenades. It's like, yeah, it's the shot that I learned in Texas whenever I was here, because legitimately, if you could go over top of the trees and go straight up and straight down, why wouldn't you? That's a really easy shot to execute, and so it does come into play. But it's, again, if that's the way people are going to intend, like they're not going to take the route or intended fairway because you've made it weird, that's when it starts to get bad. That starts to become the line. So,
And that also was the play on 4. Like,
totally.
if you were at all not lined up with the gap, or you just, didn't want to have to go through a 4-foot gap,
Yeah.
everyone was going spike hyzer.
Yeah. I did the final round.
It guaranteed a circle 2 putt at worst.
Yeah.
So, I did it twice on that hole as well.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, I agree with you. Coming down as the course design.
They needed like a triple Mando, one of those arches in front of like that main gap to
Yeah.
make people go through.
Yeah.
Which gets, I mean,
But
that's,
then
it's a
you
bad
I don't
hole
think
in
you can
general.
make I don't think you can make the green OB off the tee then, because then people like have to go through that gap if you're pinched off it ever. Like I feel like I don't know. We're getting into course design. I don't want to talk about. It's fine. It was it. He's okay. It's definitely something. I think it could be a little bit more communication with the catch cam going over the top. But we have sometimes, like, we're also given 30 seconds. Relaying that information can't always happen super fast. They might not hear it. They might not know that the person's throwing. What if it's a fast player? I know Josh Newton in Utah, he was the fastest golfer. You would throw, you'd have 1 foot off the tee pad, and he was already in his X step throwing behind you, and he didn't care because that's how he played. What if we have a player that plays that fast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the catch cam can't get a
Or-
relay? It's
or,
like,
you
so
know,
it just spirals.
Someone's like, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go over the top.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like-
Yeah, totally. So it's yeah, it comes down to a standpoint of he's okay. We can work better. Seth is working on getting more tools. Like I know that Vegas, Gavin hurt his ankle, and I know somebody else fell on 18, and Seth had to kind of like get carted around in a golf cart to take care of these people, and it's kind of wild. But with we're gonna see more of that stuff. I mean, I hit a dude in Waco. Thank God he was okay.
Mhm.
You know?
Smacked his
Yeah, right. in the chest.
It's actually something that got brought up on the Pro Tour Players Committee that I'm part of that whole vein on 15 and 18
Really,
at
the
Waco.
the vendors and stuff, like it's not good.
Yeah,
It's
there's just too much going on. So it's like that's another part of design and courses that where people get funneled needs to be safe, and they also need to be adamantly aware of shots that are happening I've seen it so much with it happened to Connor O'Reilly in the final round where a volunteer, actually I think he was a part of the staff for the Open, was talking to some spectators while Connor was putting.
Yeah.
And then Connor said, "Hey man, trying to play disc golf here." Then he steps back up to his lie, and then a spotter for the next hole just walking to spot on the next hole, walking in Connor's lie, and he's like, whatever. And then he bans his birdie putt, and it's like gets frustrated, and like rightfully so. But that's the kind of concept that we're looking at. Is like it's not only like spectator etiquette, but it's all etiquette around. It's like knowing what is happening around you as a spectator. So if you're in the chat and you're at an event, just try and be aware of every hole you're near and be aware of anybody who it could be throwing.
Yeah,
Hey!
it's hard to do.
That's also a situation where
Cheers. Thank you so much for the donation. Can you?
Can you put? That's my boy.
and
Yeah, he's in our.
I forgot to switch
That's
my
all right.
team over.
You did fine, but you can this week.
I think
They're hitting me up to start my own.
I'm getting in on that here soon.
I was getting
Yeah, it's
one
fun.
quick thing before with Connor O'Reilly and rules and stuff, and I don't know why I'm talking about it, but I was just thinking about it while it was happening.
Mhm.
I would not stroke him or enforce the rule, the
A
time
30-second
limit rule.
because the area wasn't clear.
Yeah,
right?
he addressed his lie, he's ready to go, and then people were yelling, and then
Yeah.
someone's walking, and it'd be like, dude, reset, like take a minute, come
Yeah.
back to your putt. Right. You know, don't feel like you have to rush and go right now just because 30 seconds. Like, I feel like we should have times where we don't need to enforce that rule.
So something that I know the PDJ has talked about is having extensions that you can ask your card, like extension,
Yeah, that's
and then your card
good.
says,
And
yeah,
you get maybe a certain amount. Or
you get a
something,
certain
right?
amount. Like you might get one a hole. You might get they're working out that is something that. Yeah, it's just ask for an extension.
Well, you kind of do anyway, right? Like you're about to putt and someone walks and then you step back and you're like, guys, and everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
kind
kind
of
of
already do
happens,
that. Yeah.
But making it official
I think
isn't a bad
I think
idea.
it's just like it goes back to the how do they word it? Like the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if the wind kicks up and you ask for an extension, I'm gonna be like, no, fucking go putt.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's.
But if a golf cart drives in front of your lie, like, of course, you
Yeah.
know, it shouldn't be like, no, you used one on hole 3, so now you have to go.
Yeah,
You know, if there's a golf cart in your way, like
it's like we need to be human beings about it.
yeah. And I was going up to a 40-footer, and you know, we ended up waiting 25 minutes. It's like
That's
you know, no one's gonna, and we didn't have to. It was just kind of, you know, I wanted. He was good. People, we didn't want to be inconsiderate either.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, right. Sometimes it's bigger than disc golf, and sometimes it's, you know, just common sense.
Yeah, agreed.
But
All right, fantasy talk.
Yeah, I started doing it first at Waco, but it's like a brand new thing on your card. I can't remember. I think his name is Rick, and he was like doing fantasy sports for like I don't know 20 years,
Awesome.
and decided to do disc golf. So it's like it's pretty fun. They've gotten more and more pros doing it, and then
I should
basically
be
just start a
Getting
league
after it. Yeah.
and like draft. You have a certain amount of like fake money to draft people.
Nice.
And so, like, I drafted myself, and I
Heck
think
yeah.
you drafted yourself. I drafted you this week.
oh, pressure's on.
And
Yeah,
pressure's
let's
on. So then, you know, you're just like rooting for your people. And I have no background in fantasy sports like at all, but it's super easy. You just pick your 4, you know, players, and if they do better than expected, you get a certain amount of points or whatever. And then it's $10, so it does cost money. But then you play all season with your pro. And then like for us, like I have a Waco league, and then last week I have an Austin league. So like my first one had like 16, and now I have 8. So like every week I can do a new league, but also like we have our OG Waco one that James
Oh, I was
signed
gonna
up for.
say, yeah.
But
So
like
that league lasts the whole season.
Yeah, that league.
Okay.
So you pay $10 one time for the rest of the season, but it makes it so that people could join in late. Like if someone wants to join in right now, they're not going to hop in on our league, right?
Yeah, hop into
There's
a
going to
different-
be like a new league that starts that week
Cool.
Do you
that I'm doing.
when my biggest, and I'm just lazy. When I did it the first time, I followed whatever link that you sent.
Yeah.
And then I had to it sent me a link to my email, and then I clicked on it, and then I got in. And then I tried to just Google like on your card, but it wouldn't work. I had to like do a link, resend, do this all over again just to access it. How do you access it?
I don't know. I mean, I just have it like saved now. So
Making me
but
jump
it's
through
like
hoops,
it's like on your card / the pro's name. So it's like for me on your card / Erika Stinchcomb. We'll find it.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And if you don't want to do it in a pros league, you can start your own league. So.
Nice. That's great.
I think I'm gonna tell him I'm just gonna stay in your league. I don't start my own.
Yeah, sure.
But
I mean, you're in my league regardless. You're in it, so let's see how you're doing actually.
Probably horrible. I think I picked. I picked my people for Waco. I don't even remember who I picked, and then I haven't changed it because I haven't gone back on there.
Let's see. I'm in 5th. Ken U Putt, who's in the chat, is in 4th in my original Waco league. Proctologist is in 15th out of 16th.
That's Ian. Erika's
That's my husband.
Ian Harris. He's amazing.
Switch.
I've been covering you up until
He's massaging his toes. So. It's so funny.
We're good. Thank you though. No, we're good.
Not today. Come back.
Thank
tomorrow.
you. Cool. Yeah. How we doing, love? Not
Tina, how are you?
necessarily. Yeah, how are you?
How you doing, Tina?
Yeah, you haven't talked about much.
Yeah. How are your pots and your cats and your singing? Oh, bring Tina. I can't see it, but I'm imagining it, and it's beautiful.
Send a picture in our Discord, and I'll show them. Cause yeah, we have you paused, so it's not playing up top. Yeah. You might be muted, Tina. Send and see. Yes.
Yeah.
We could still hear you, but I don't think the chat could. We hear you. Saying words. Hello.
Madison and I have been looking this up. Ready? A proper copper coffee pot is a good one.
Emily says Tina's mic isn't working.
Oh, dang.
Huh.
We've been doing mic with tongue twisters.
Proper coffee. Copper coffee pot?
A proper copper coffee pot.
Proper copper coffee pot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Proper
tricky.
copper.
Any noise, a noise, an oyster.
Oh,
Any
gosh.
noise, a noise, an oyster.
Any noise, a noise, an oyster.
Yeah. So we've been looking up like tongue twisters to do our mic checks. It's like super fun.
Any noise, a noise,
Isn't that a good one? That's my favorite
That's
one.
a good
That's
one.
my favorite one.
I always go back to the Anchorman ones. Like the
Hello?
denied a bank loan.
I think
It's not a tongue twister, but it's just funny.
They aren't all tongue twisters.
Yeah.
Like some of them are just to enunciate certain consonants. But I'm gonna add that one.
in theory it should be working now. It literally like froze as if there was input coming in. Like
How about
I don't know, that
how
was
about
weird.
the fact that it's your internet doesn't suck now?
I mean, it might not. It's hard to say.
There she is. I was like when I went home after Vegas, I was like, I want to stream. I want to do like a small pop-up charity stream, and the download speed, super fast, which has been great. My upload speed was
Check.
like
Check.
0.015 like megabits per second.
Years from now,
it's unbelievable. Like we pay for it, like we got a credit and everything, but then Tina finally took in the the router to get a new one, and it's working great. But it's only getting 20, and I think we're supposed to get more than that. But
Yeah, but then I
whatever.
checked our plan and it does not say we're supposed to get 30 on there. It says like up to 10.
You made
Look at your
that?
little smile.
Yeah, I made that last night at ceramics.
Dude, I'm telling you, you and Em need
Can I do
some
the
pottery.
teaser
Let
of
us
like
know.
your soup
She
pot
killed it.
planter?
Yeah?
Right? It's so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. It looks like a little soup kettle, and it has little handles and everything.
Yeah, she like made little pot like
That's
cups that are smaller, but they look like a pot.
Yeah.
But this one's a large pot that's like a planter. Like
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
there's two different kinds. So one is, yeah, it's like sorry, I'm sending you more photos since you can't see me, which is so funny. One is like a mug, but it's more like a cooking pot. Like it has a long handle on it.
Yeah, that's the ones I've seen.
Okay,
And
I
then she
haven't
put the
seen that
she
one.
put the little like rivets on the
Yeah,
outside and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It's so
I'll be
good.
right back.
The detail is great.
The school that I teach at, their vocational program, they build drums, and they also have like a pottery. They build a bunch of
Tight.
pots.
Look at that one she made.
Oh.
Oh, that's sweet too.
She's killing it. She's so good at pottery. Kind of wild.
Enjoy it very much.
She can make cool trophies.
Yeah, you should for like the next E Open.
Trophies? I've literally thought about it and then I was like, I don't know if I want that much responsibility. Okay, so for the stream, since you guys can see what I'm doing, you should just play the stream, Eric, but just mute it.
Your stream.
Well, then I don't have to send you pictures of what I'm showing people. It's so strange. Okay, so this is what Erika was talking about. They're little like soup pots, but they're planters. So I did a couple that are blue and white, and then I did a couple that are black and blue. But they're like kind of like a creamy blue. But yeah, they have these little tiny handles, and I just love them so much. And then this is what Eric was talking about. These are mugs that are like little, like soup.
Yeah, they can see her.
They can. We can.
We just have to use our imagination.
So yeah. And then what I was gonna show you is this. This is probably my favorite planter that I've made. I'm probably gonna keep it for myself. I just love it so much.
Use your words to describe it.
It is. Well, Eric, did you not hear what I just said? Eric Oakley.
Yes.
Go to the YouTube and hit play, but just mute it. This is my life, you guys.
Sorry, I'm doing.
I talk to him and he just doesn't listen.
But it's not as easy as you think.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just use my imagination.
And then here is probably the biggest planter I've made, other than the one I sent my sister. And it's like light blue on the outside and it's white on the inside. And they're just really cool. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. With ceramics anyways. But I actually haven't been spending nearly as much time on ceramics lately. But yesterday my MrBeast logo went into the kiln. So I'm excited but nervous about that. He did like a call for artists because he has this big wall in his warehouse that he wants artwork for.
Cool.
So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity. So
you're just gonna mail it to him, or?
Yeah, so it's in the first kiln. Now I need to glaze it once it comes out, which actually might be today. Probably not. It probably will be tomorrow. And then glaze it, fire it, and then I can send it to him. But yeah, I don't know. He did like a YouTube video not long ago of him opening packages from fans. And so this is like the same thing, but specifically for artwork for his wall.
Is he like super famous?
Yeah.
Do you know who MrBeast is?
He has like 100 million followers or something.
Okay, so he's
on
like very
YouTube.
philanthropic, like does a bunch of really good things. He does a bunch of great YouTube videos, gives away money, does it in intricate ways of like, hey, last one to take their hand off this car wins this car. And then
Really?
a bunch of that kind of stuff. And he does, but he does a lot of like there's a small, I don't know if it was small surgery, but like a small thing that could help cure certain levels of blindness. And he like went and paid for
did that for like 1,000 people in like all sorts of countries, not just here.
Yeah.
Like
help him out.
worldwide.
He's
He's
He's one
amazing.
of the best human beings ever. He's like
He's
a
also
big reason
super
why we've.
entertaining. Did you
Yeah.
watch Squid Games? He like
Yes.
recreated every game of
With
that.
normal humans.
Yeah.
Like it's hilarious. So it's he's
He's
cool.
great.
He has.
And he does a good. He's taking his money and doing it in the way of how can I give, not in like the Jeff Bezos, can I lay off thousands more people to make more money.
Yeah.
And automate everything so I don't have to pay anyone, like that kind of shit. Like that's he's making a ton of money, but he's a terrible human being. Where MrBeast is making a ton of money by giving a lot of it back and investing a lot of it into people and projects.
How
and
does he
cool things.
make all? Does he own?
YouTube ads
From YouTube.
Like
and
it's-
yeah,
like,
yeah.
He started pretty small. Like we're talking
Yeah.
about millions maybe now, but
Yeah.
back then it was like, all right, we're gonna play this game for like $5,000 or $10,000
Yeah.
or whatever,
And
and
they
then
just kept
eventually
building it
like
up.
and like he like sold a lot of shirts and stuff to
Yeah.
me to like make money.
So
Yep.
actually, I think from what I remember, his first like big video was he got his first like brand deal, and they wanted to give him $5,000, and he said, "No, give me $10,000, and I want to go give it away to a homeless person." So that was like his first
Yeah.
like
Went
that kind of video, and he just loved it. So then that's just kind of what he kept doing.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
a
great.
huge fan.
We
I'm
are
a huge
Super
fan.
cool. I'm a fan.
You don't even know him.
Yeah, he's always turning around and taking the money he has to invest it, and he's like helped a bunch of his friends like get like have jobs within what he's doing, not as in like as a favor, but he's like, here's this opportunity, so you don't have to work a 9 to 5. Let's like work hard and let's go get it, and then and I think that's also been really cool. Like
Well,
taking
he's
care of his family,
inspired us
just
to do a lot of the philanthropic stuff we
Yeah.
do. It was like
why
literally
we did
because of
the
him.
game,
So
like our games was a big part of because of MrBeast and Game
That's
Grumps
awesome.
and all that stuff.
yeah, Game Grumps too.
Yeah.
They don't usually do stuff like that though, but I just
He is a North Carolina guy, from what we understand.
Greenville,
Carolina.
Greenville, North
Yeah.
Carolina. Yeah,
Carolina.
he now has 138 million subscribers, which may or may not be the biggest channel these days. I'm not sure. I know he was shooting for that for a while, but anyways, enough about MrBeast. Though we love him. Jimmy, we love you. I know you're not here. Someday, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, so you got tea time today?
No. But there's less
There's
people.
less.
There's two separate courses, so
Yeah.
like tea
We're at-
times. Like
we're at
actually in
12:40,
Austin, they
so-
didn't get the tea time list out. We have to sign up these days, and they didn't get it out till late. Like
Yeah.
I missed the first day because
Yeah.
they just didn't have it.
MrBeast has the third most.
Third most.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie, yeah.
MrBeast.
Dang.
T series? Still?
Dude, perfect.
Oh, Dude Perfect.
PewDiePie.
Oh wow, I didn't know he was up there still.
They.
They
They're
good for them. Good for they.
Good for they.
Hey, there's Bieber. He's like 15.
Beebs.
Bieber.
And we're about 138 million on that list probably.
It's probably pretty
With our 16K. But we love our 16K, I'll tell you that.
Hardcore 16K.
Yeah.
They show up.
They do. We love them.
Yeah. We got if anybody hasn't checked out the Best Shot Triples video from Waco is up.
No, from Austin, right?
No, that one's going up I think tomorrow.
Oh, Best Shot Triples. I thought you were talking about course review.
No.
There's also a Clash practice round.
Oh.
Yep.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys aren't following Clash either, make sure you're following them. Their
Yes.
YouTube's pretty great.
Us and Scott Withers.
Yeah. Withers.
I haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah.
Scotty Withers.
Clash practice. Oh, is that when we played that 6-hole loop?
Yeah, it's just cut together. It's pretty funny. He kept in the thing of me calling him stupid, so I feel bad. But he left out the part because I sweared at the end. Was like, oh, like
You
you're
sweared.
so dumb,
Yeah.
but we love you. You're dope as fuck. And then
He's
Bobby,
kept your
you're
so
so
dumb.
Yeah.
stupid. He's
Yeah.
like has his face like right in the camera.
that's the video. Make sure you go give them a little follow, a subscribe. I still think my favorite one is whenever when they came out and followed you and Randy kicks the pine cone. It's like, I got you, Bobby, and kicks the pine cone out of the way.
Yeah.
That clip
Yeah.
I haven't
broke
seen
That was
me.
funny.
That broke me
Yeah, I
so
forgot about that one. 'Cause
much.
it's just like a quick little
Yeah.
moment. Like,
Yeah.
I go,
I got you, Bobby.
Yeah,
After this, pull that up. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Erica, you're gonna have to mess up your hair a little bit to fit in here. James
Smaller.
got on par with Eric.
Dude, your
Washed it yesterday.
dude, your beanie hair
So
round
funny.
2 was gold. You took it off. We came and watched you for a couple holes. It's like, and you put the beanie back on. I was like, yeah, that's a good call.
That's not it.
Put it back on. I can't usually.
I have to do a tiny teaser just real quick. This is a new design. I'm just so excited about this, but I'm pretty sure you won't hear about it for a little while here. But this is like kind of like a collab thing we're doing. It's so pretty. Okay. Next event is Houston, Texas States. Erika, your hair looks great today.
I washed it.
And everybody loved the Jomez practice round.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, that was.
I think you gained a lot of fans doing that. It's so funny.
What did Germ say about your hair?
He said.
when Madison was throwing?
Erika.
He said, yeah. Anyone call you Erika? I was like, no. And he said, because you have so much gray hair.
That's what he said.
And I looked at pure brown. Like, I was so confused. And then Yuli's like trying not to bust up. He's like,
And then Madison's like,
and Madison's throwing, and she just like, okay, down.
Just immediately
And they
misses.
so edits it, slowed it down, and he said gray.
He said gray.
Gray hair.
Yeah.
There was no T at the end.
No, that's why he was like, run it back. I said great. And then he was like, in hindsight, it really does sound like gray, doesn't it?
They ran it back. That's hilarious.
That video was funny.
Oh,
That's super funny.
James and I will be on the Gamsterman tonight. So make sure you guys if you guys want to see us talk to Bobby Brown, we will be there.
5 o'clock.
Ooh, we should go to that Best Buy and get a mic.
You have so many mics here.
They're not good.
What? You have a fancy mic here that your parents bought
The
you.
fancy mic is broken.
How?
All of the feet are broken, and the plug-in is loose, so it doesn't always connect.
That makes me so angry.
I'm aware.
I have one more
I'm
photo
aware.
for you to share with everybody. It's Duders.
Oh.
It's Duders right now.
Oh, melted.
Where are bones?
Bunch of squish.
I love her so much.
She's such a
It's
pretty
funny
kitty.
whenever like I'm home, Spout kind of attaches to me a little bit more.
She still loves me. It's just like different.
No, it's not. I'm not trying to say like she loves me more or anything.
Well,
but
it
she,
sounds like what you're saying.
Like she just always lays on me. Like I don't know.
does
And
sound
like
like
when
you're
we were petting her on the bed, and I was messing with her, and then Tina would like, hey, come here, and then she just walked to me, like always.
Yeah.
So I was like, but when it comes to like playing,
She likes it rough
I
a little
figure
bit,
out.
like
Yeah,
rough
no,
play.
and I
You like hit her a bunch, and then her ears are down. She's like, and then you stop. She's like, oh, more, please.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. She's weird. But Bobby and Hershey do not feel that way.
yeah.
Bobby and Hershey, they're different cats when Eric's not around. They're so sweet and gentle, and like Bobby hasn't scratched me once since you left, Eric.
Look at them all.
But if he's home, I have scratches all the time because Bobby gets just so overstimulated.
Okay, Bobby overreacts constantly.
But so much more when you're here.
Sure.
I'm just letting you know.
Bobby Brown, drama queen.
Yep.
Should
You
I
heard it here first.
should I
Bobby Brown
tag
is
him? Drama
Yes.
queen. Tag Bobby.
Dad, that's what I'm gonna go with. Yo, and shout out to my guy Dad. I think that's Jordan. He was
That's his
on the
name, it's
bag.
just dad.
Your dad guy? Yeah, it's so funny.
Jordan was my caddy this past weekend at Austin. Amazing person. He's in the pod. He's come played Rocket League with us, but he's awesome. My favorite guy, dude. You caddied for me, Dad. No, Jordan was sick. He
Dad
was
doesn't
awesome.
love you anymore.
He also made it look like I had a bodyguard the whole time. He's
James, are
big
you good
fat
at mini
dude,
golf?
just, like walking around and like he's like nobody's gonna mess with me, which is great. And and Jordan's like the sweetest dude ever too. So it's like,
Like Kyle.
we bonded over yerba mate. It was great too.
Those drinks that they had were good too. Those little fuzzy waters.
I didn't try any of those.
I had like a acai blueberry one.
Yeah. Check them out.
James, are you good at mini golf?
James is probably good
I
at
am
everything.
streaky at mini golf.
Streaky. I'm like that too with most things.
3 aces, and then I'll have a round where I just
Miss
not
everything.
5
Get 7s on every hole. Oh, that reminds me. We haven't played in a while, but if you guys don't know about the Discord, please join the Discord. I'd be amazed if anyone here isn't in the Discord. But
! Discord.
oops, that didn't work. Lou Garcia, you're amazing. Cheers to Lou Garcia. He says you all are amazing.
Thank you.
I have water at this point in the day. No, but we in Discord.
Lou! Dude. Discord link.
Yeah. Okay.
Posted.
Thank you. So in Discord, we found out that you can play games, and we found this mini golf game that you play on your computer. It's so freaking fun. I'm literally like cackling the whole time. It's so funny. And you can get these.
On Discord now.
What is?
A Gartic phone. I think it's an
Oh,
application.
yes.
Discord.
Yeah. So we do that randomly too. If you're not in there, we play Minecraft, Rocket League. Eric plays WoW. And then yeah.
Don't be excited or anything about it.
We'll play Gartic Phone. We'll play this like silly mini golf game. So please join. It's so much fun.
Video. It's there.
Yeah, it's great.
Mini golf is the one sport M can beat James at. She just said in the chat.
That's funny.
She's about to be beating me at rock climbing. Not that you can. I guess you could beat a person by doing her out, but she's badass at rock climbing.
Amazing.
140 tomorrow for Dublies.
All right. Well, I think that's about wraps up our morning coffee here. Thank you, James and Erika, for joining us. Appreciate you being here. And Ian. A little creeper in the background over there. I love it.
Thank you so much for hosting this and helping make it happen.
Yeah. Thanks for being flexible. I know we were going to shoot for tomorrow, but this works great. All right. Well, I love you guys. I love you, chat. And I hope that everyone here has a fantastic day. If you can make one positive impact today, please do. Just smile at someone. Just be nice. Buy someone a coffee, whatever.
Be a good human.
Yeah, be a good person.
And wear your hair taller.
And yeah, it's a tall hair kind of day. So take that into consideration. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Oh, and Eric will be here next week. Live in person. Okay. But still on the computer for you. See you, everybody.
In the future,